Hey everybody, come join me for a long overdue chit chat. I'm going to be talking about my upcoming goals in 2025, not only personal goals, but goals with my channel. I am going to be talking to you about this massive dog attack, and I am going to be showing you a bunch of freebies that I got. So come join me for the mother of all freebies haul. And let's get this party started in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Hazel, did you wake your little brother up? You were supposed to let him sleep in. He had a rough night. He partied a little too hard last night. Hey everybody, welcome to Livin' Forgiven, formerly Kelly's Prepping Kitchen. I know it's been a couple of months since I posted a video. I hope that everybody is doing well. I explained in my last video why I was not going to be posting as much going forward. It looks like that video didn't get many views, and I've mentioned before that I feel like my channel is a little bit shadow banned. I'm not really sure why. When I stopped posting prepping content as much and started doing other things like a day in the life or restaurant reviews or some of our camping trips, I noticed that my views weren't being seen as much, and I've had quite a few people reach out to me and say they didn't know that I posted anything. They had to go to my channel and do a search to even see my videos. I did gain a couple of new subscribers even during the 2 months I wasn't posting anything. So if I sound like a broken record to some of y'all who've seen my past videos, I'm going to explain again where I am in life. Corey and I are semi-empty nesters. Our children are grown. They both live at home, but they are working towards getting out on their own and going off to college. Corey and I are interested in downsizing and moving on to an RV full-time and traveling the country when he retires. Well, he's not going to retire for another 5 to 7 years, but we'd still like to get onto an RV in the next couple of years just to kind of cut down on our bills and start putting more money away for retirement. As I mentioned in one of my videos, or actually a couple of my videos before, I talked about this page in our community that is called Give Freely. And it's basically like a free cycle program. It was painful to let go of some of these things and not charge for it, but you get way more back than you give. Not only are you helping someone in need that maybe couldn't afford something themselves, but you get back stuff too. I kind of walk a tightrope when it comes to downsizing, but also getting stuff free on that site, because we don't want to get rid of all of our possessions. We're probably still going to get like a storage shed to put some of the things that we can't take with us on our RV. I'm not only getting rid of a lot of stuff, I'm kind of trading stuff out. We're sitting in my 50s diner. This has become my hub where I store things that we're getting rid of. That's why it's so cluttered behind me. These are a couple of the booths. High top table right here, which is kind of where I stage things and snap photos and then upload it on that free site. And over here is where we have a couple of bar stools. Back when the kids were younger and they would have friends over, or we would have our family over for the holidays, it was fun sitting in this room instead of it being like a big dining room table. I'm even going to go through this stuff. As you can see, the walls are kind of getting bare. There was some things here that I've already given away to my friends, and I'm just going to go through and start listing stuff on that site. So the 2-year countdown has started. I've learned over time to just not be attached to things. I mean, this is the phase of life I'm in. You know, as you get older and you start moving, your kids move out, you move to smaller places that are easier to manage and maintain. And, you know, if something was to happen to Corey or I, God forbid, I don't want to leave this burden on my kids. Bee just showed up. She's always got to be in the middle of everything. I've lived through a couple of hurricanes and a bitter divorce where I had to leave pretty abruptly and leave all my stuff behind. We haven't lost anything in the hurricanes that have hit our town, but a lot of our neighbors have. So we've seen what it's like to lose stuff, and you just can't let it consume your life. You can't be attached to things. If you can see all these storage bins, those are all freeze-dried food that we've done slowly over the past couple of years since we got a freeze dryer, and we need to go through and organize that. But there's a channel called Appalachian with John Ward. He lives in Tennessee, but also commutes to North Carolina. He's been helping the victims of Helene. I know it's human nature, once a certain amount of time has passed, you kind of move on, you forget about stuff. But those people have really been left in a bind. The government's not helping them like they were supposed to. And I can attest to that. When we had our recent Hurricane Beryl, there was no FEMA, no Red Cross. Nobody was here supporting us either. We were on our own. It was neighbors helping neighbors. And that's what John is doing. Well, I'm going to attach a video in the description box because I asked that y'all go check out his video. He had a woman that he entrusted to help with the checks. Long story short, she was taking the money. And so all this money that was supposed to be going to helping the victims has gone in her pocket. And like I said, he can tell you better than I can, but that's another place where my mind is right now. I'm staying focused on seeing what I can do from Texas to help him out. We were actually going to load up a couple of our generators and some of our portable heaters and all of our freeze-dried food. The great thing about freeze-dried food is all you got to do is add hot water to it and you've got a meal. But he said that they're good on food. What they need most is like Lowe's gift cards so they can get lumber and gravel because they're going to build kind of some makeshift tiny homes for a lot of these people that are still without homes. And even those who have tents, it's getting really, really cold there. And it's just not a long-term livable situation. We've already sent some MRE kits and a bunch of camping gear in one load. I don't know if it went to John. It might have gone to a church or something in North Carolina. But we were just going to rent a U-Haul and drive stuff up to him. Please go check his channel out. And if you've seen my pantry before, it was fully stocked. And I've kind of slowed down on that because I got to a point where it was becoming overwhelming to me and my family, not being able to find things that we're looking for. So I've been giving away a lot of our pantry food on that Give Freely site. I have been putting it in the local blessing box. Luckily, the blessing box is in our neighborhood, so anytime we're out for a stroll or a bike ride, we just stop by and fill it up. If you don't see many videos from me, it's because it's camping season. We're uploading on our other channel, the Wandering Wheelbillies. I will leave a link to that channel below. We do go camping a couple of times a month, and we post content over there. I don't know if y'all can see a big bulge in my neck right here. I was attacked by a dog, what I thought was a stray dog, the day before Thanksgiving, and not his fault. I picked him up. He didn't ask me to pick him up. He wasn't hitchhiking. He was walking down the middle of the street, and I picked him up like I've been doing for stray animals for years. We have a huge animal dumping problem in our community. I would say he's kind of a mixture of a Great Dane and a Pit Bull. He came willingly. We drove around and ran some errands because it was early in the morning. Corey and I were together, and we were waiting for the vet to open so we could take him to see if he was chipped. So he sat in the car with me. Everything was fine. We pull up to the vet. I call the vet tech. I said, we're in your parking lot. Can somebody come out here and scan this dog for a chip? Because we don't have a leash or a collar or anything. And the guy came out and he said, is it okay if I get in the back seat with him to scan him? And I'm like, sure, he's been fine. Yeah, go for it. And so he opened the door and attempted to get in. And this dog just went all Cujo on him and like bit his arm. And he jumped out and shut the door real quick. And we're like, what the heck? What just happened? And I felt horrible because I just said to the guy, oh yeah, he's totally fine. He's chill. Well, as you can imagine, the vet didn't really want to help us anymore at that point. I don't know if it was a liability issue, but that vet tech had to go to the minor emergency and get his tetanus shot. We shut him in the car. Luckily, it was a cool day, so it wasn't like we were leaving him in a car with 80-degree temperatures or above. We were making calls. We were calling 311. We were calling Harris County Animal Control. Again, it was the day before Thanksgiving. I'm sure people were ready to leave for the holiday. We could not get anybody to help us out. We said, we've got this dog in our truck. We don't want to get back in there with him. He's turned or something. And nobody was really willing to help. They kept saying they would call us back. They never did. An hour went by. The vet wasn't helping us, even though we were in their parking lot. I mean, in my head, I was going, don't they have like a muzzle or a tranquilizer or, something that they can help us? We can't just leave this dog in our truck all day. He's going to need to eat. He's going to need to go to the bathroom. Might be thirsty. I looked and found a no-kill animal shelter. It was where we got one of our dogs, Layla. And I said, let's just maybe he's calmed down. Let's get in the truck, drive that hour drive, and drop him off. So we go back, and he's sitting in the front seat. I open the truck door going, okay, great, he's calmed down. I attempt to get in the truck, and he lunges for my neck and is just like holding on. And Corey was freaking out. Corey tried to help, but the dog had attacked him too. He was bleeding on his leg, and he didn't even know he was bleeding. He was so full of adrenaline. But I was left with a split-second choice to either push this dog's shoulders off my neck and then risk him taking like half my throat with him. I was deciding, okay, I'm going to try to unclench his jaw. I didn't know if he got my jugular. I had just blood pouring out of my neck. It's healing, but it looks like there's still some trauma to the muscle tissue. I'm not really going to show you that picture where my neck was open. When I posted them on Facebook, it was deemed graphic and violent, and they had to put a warning over it. I'll put a picture of a week later when the scratches were starting to heal, just so you can kind of get an idea. This looks so much better than when I first got attacked. I had to go to 2 emergency rooms. Luckily, our insurance is covering a big portion of it, but so far we've still paid $1,000 out of pocket. So that was a very costly mistake on my end. Will that slow me down from helping another stray animal? No, probably not. But I will have to think twice on picking up an animal that can overpower me. This was a really big dog, and I've picked up massive dogs before that were fine. If you do this, I'm not trying to discourage you from helping a homeless animal or a stray or any particular type of breed, but just use logic, use common sense in that moment. Maybe just put some food and water out for the dog instead of trying to load it up in your car. So that's just a little bit of what's been going on in my life. As I start to downsize, I'm really going to start using up what we've got in our pantry and dwindling that down. And we've been giving a lot of this food away too. And thanks to that Give Freely site, we've also been receiving a lot of fresh produce for free. Another good thing about this page on Facebook, the Give Freely, is I make some good contacts, some good friends. And we have a lady who gives us meat all the time. I don't think we'll have to buy meat for 6 months or so. Corey said she's given us about 30 pounds in total. And she just brought some more over. Let me show you what she got us this time. Bacon.
Ground beef, which I don't think we're in 2 steaks.
All these bags you see in our deep freezer is all meat that she has sent us that we just haven't had a chance to unpack. We just shove it in the freezer.
And pork sausage.
And each one of these, they're like in small servings, which I love.
Yeah, 6 ounces.
So when it's just Corey and I eating, because the other girls are vegetarians, you know, it's like the perfect little size.
Butterbeef sausages.
Each bag she sends us has different things like ground beef, sausage, bacon, ground turkey. We've gotten ground chicken. Did I say gotten? That's like actually a hack where you buy your bacon and you cut it into half like that, so you don't have it like all shriveling up and.
Oh, chicken! I was looking for the beef chips, the beef chunks. The steak, ground beef. Yeah, it may be more than 30 pounds. A bunch of chicken. Totally cooked pulled pork.
So what'd you get out? What are we?
The diced beef if you want to make chili this week.
Oh, okay. Nice. I want to take a moment to show you some of the freebies. We got this table here and these two chairs that were separate from somebody else. And then we've got these white ones that I'm going to move. And I also got this distressed looking set of shelves that I'm using for my coffee station. I gave my coffee station away on that site. My house is in disarray because we are remodeling the kitchen, so please bear with me. This was not free. I got it off Etsy, but it's this cool artwork of me in my kitchen, and it looks just like my wall. I sent them the wall, which is kind of a Cracker Barrel vibe, and they replicated it perfectly using various stones. I also picked up this light, which is made to look like an old-fashioned fan. And then I got a whole bunch of cat treats. I also got this old desk that I am going to make an entryway bench. I'm going to refurbish it and use that table in the back. I also got this piano that I am going to let Chloe use, and then if she wants to take it with her when she moves, she can, or we can just re-gift it. We got this homemade table that somebody made, his son, and this is real dusty, but this is a neat little table I got. Yes, you can see that our couch is being used as a scratching post by our cats. I got this table over here and this antique bed frame that I love so much. We also got this cool little shelf unit that is specifically for cats. You see it's a cat shape there. You can actually hide a litter box in there or their bed. I also got this neat little Texas Star cooler that you can put outside, and we're in the middle of staining it. So this is a cute little refurbished sewing kit table that we made into a table. And we have this little, I don't know what this is, some drawers that have different colors on it. I don't know if somebody used it for bows or something. And then we have another table where the ends drop down. This is all our cat and dog food that we've gotten off that site. We haven't had to buy in months. We also got this pretty litter, which helps you detect if your cat has any kind of illness. And this is very expensive. We got this carpet, we got these Texas Star end tables, 2 of them, and as you can see we have a Texas Star theme in our living room. So we got this one here, and here's the other table. We got this little baby gate, the Dooney and Burke purse, and we also got this cute little, I think it's like a secretary desk or something, and we put Olivia's medical supplies in there. But we have these 2 little end tables that I'm going to repaint. We're using them to hold our paper towels right now. I also picked up this vintage Clarice, which was Rudolph's girlfriend, as well as this light-up sign. I also got these sets of drawers that I use for my overflow that I can't fit in my other drawers. I got the desk. I got this little thing that I put all my supplies for my neck pain. And I know I'm moving fast here, guys. I also got this laundry hamper that's kind of farmhouse looking, and this UGG blanket I would never be able to afford. Our kitchen is in total disarray because we're about to paint the countertops. So this is just a little bit of what we've been working on the past couple of months. We have been just trying to downsize, declutter, and slowly start getting this house ready to put on the market. And it's kind of a fine balance between doing all these upgrades because we don't know if who buys the house will want to redo everything themselves. So we're just trying to get it in order slowly but surely so we can move on to the next journey in our life. So that's what's been going on in my world. And I hope that everybody is doing well. I've really missed y'all. There's a few of y'all out there who I feel like I've made friendships and bonds with, and I really enjoy communicating with you, even if it's just through the comment section of my videos. I hope you're doing well this holiday season. There have been quite a few recipes that I made that were, I look back and I wish I filmed them. But at the same time, if you've ever been so busy that the last thing you're thinking about is, oh, let me get out my camera and let me film this. But we made the TikTok French onion pasta that was awesome. Chloe and Olivia have really been in their baking era this holiday season. They've made some wonderful things, a lot of pastries and tarts and cakes, and they had a Friendsgiving at their work, and they made a lot of things that were a big hit, and everybody wants a recipe for. So we've been doing a lot of things in the kitchen. I just haven't been filming. I'll probably just start changing the structure a little bit about the videos I post. It won't be so much preparedness like it used to be, but more using up what we've got on hand in the pantry, or maybe using some of the freebies that we got off that site. Maybe we'll do more recipes like that. If you have a happy new year, and I hope to see you in 2025. If you ever want to see some more recent videos, check out our Wandering Wheelbillies channel. I will link that below, like I said before. Hope y'all are doing well. See you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.